Martins, I wish to thank you for every moment we've spent together in this relationship. Thanks for the way you have been a blessing to my life. I really appreciate your love and support. I can guess why you have decided to back out of this relationship. But the reason doesn't really matter. My heart bleeds over the wound this breakup has inflicted in me. But I take solace in God. My only comfort is that I've always been true to you and open throughout this relationship. I open up my past and present. And if that is the reason why you've lost the conviction you had before, then I am very sorry. I can only work hard at straightening my today and labor towards a better tomorrow. There's nothing I can do about my past. I wish you all the best.
What are you talking about, Tessie? What is all this talk about the past? I said I'm no longer at peace in my mind about the relationship. I just can't go with so much doubt in my mind. Please, try to understand that I don't mean to hurt you. But it wouldn't do either of us any good if I decide to ignore the feeling I have now and go on with the relationship. Please, bear with me for God's sake. Please.
Martins, you are truly a child of God, aren't you? Can you look straight into my eyes and tell me this change of heart is not as a result of what I discussed with you last month?
Listen to me.
No, Martins. Just look straight to my eyes and tell me it's not as a result of our discussion, and I'll be satisfied. I won't even bother to ask any question any further.
Tessie, you're dragging this issue too far. You know I never hurt you intentionally, you know that. I just can't help myself. Please try to understand me for God's sake.
I understand you, Martins. I really do understand you. Thank you very much once again. I wish you all the best in life.
I'm very sorry, Tessie.
It's alright. I'm okay.
It's alright, Tessie. I know it's not easy, but you just have to pull yourself together. Crying so much will only give you headache.
Thanks, Debbie. But I'm okay.
I believe things could still be worked out between you and Martins. Why don't you let's discuss the development with some of the fellowship leaders? Maybe they could make Martins to see reason.
I'm sorry, Debbie. But this thing doesn't work that way. First, the youth service here is already ended. And some of the fellowship leaders have gone back to their home states. That aside, the issue of marriage is too personal to those involved that no one can compel the other to do what they don't want to do.
But why should Martins choose to do this at this time, for God's sake?
I know why, but it doesn't matter anymore.
You know why? Then tell me. It could still be possible to work this thing out.
I'm sorry, Debbie, but I don't want to talk about it anymore. Hello, Linda. Hello? Hello?
enemies in heaven. It's impossible. I just don't know why. Even though I tried, she kept crossing my path. I was embittered. I thought I was fine. She was wasting our time. I didn't commit no crime. The fault wasn't me. Enemies in heaven. Enemies in heaven. Enemies in heaven. It is forbidden. Enemies in heaven. Enemies in heaven. Enemies in heaven. It's impossible. It's hard to forget. This is worse than bloodshed. I am failing the test. I have lost all the zest. I wish I could bear. It seems so unfair. I am trying my best to leave all the rest. Enemies in heaven. Enemies in heaven. Enemies in heaven. It is forbidden. Enemies in heaven. Enemies in heaven. Enemies in heaven. It's impossible. I cast all my cares upon you. I lay all of my burdens down at your feet. Anytime that I don't know what to do, I will cast all of my cares upon you.
Yes, Missy. Which of the Marys? Okay. But I'm rather busy now. Tell her to wait a little bit. Very urgent? Okay, let her come in right away.
Pastor, something terrible has happened. Something terrible has happened. Something very terrible.
Calm down, Mary. What is it? Is your mother okay?
It's not about my mother, Pastor. It's about my sister, Linda.
Linda?
Yes, Pastor.
What about Linda?
She was returning from Benin this afternoon when her bus had an accident just outside the town.
Jesus. Accident?
Yes, Pastor.
So where is she now?
She's at St. David's Hospital.
St. David's?
Yes, Pastor.
That's Brad Gideon's hospital.
Yes, Pastor.
Do you know if he's on duty now?
Yes, Pastor. He tried calling your number, but he couldn't get through. So he asked me to get you. Pastor, please, come and pray for Sister Linda. She's in the danger list. She's in a coma. Pastor,
it's okay,
please.
Mary, it's okay, eh? We have to get to the hospital right away.
Yes, Pastor.
Let's go.
Enemies in heaven, enemies in heaven, enemies in heaven. It is forbidden. Enemies in heaven, enemies in heaven, enemies in heaven. It's impossible. I just don't know why. Even though I tried, she kept crossing my path. I was embittered. I thought I was fine. She was wasting our time. I didn't commit no crime. The fault wasn't me. Enemies in heaven. Enemies in heaven. Enemies in heaven. It is forbidden.
Welcome, sir. Please have your seat.
Please, what is happening here?
Mary, please excuse us a moment.
Doctor, what has happened to my sister? What has happened to my sister? Doctor, please tell me.
Really calm down. Nothing has happened to your sister. Your sister is still in coma and we are trusting God for her to come out of it soon. I just want to discuss some other things with the pastor.
It's okay, Mary, eh? Just a moment, okay? Please, you wait outside. Tell me, Brother Gideon, what is the state of things?
Pastor, something terrible has happened here today.
What is it? You go ahead and tell me.
I don't know if it was a coincidence or something. But whatever it was, Pastor, it was certainly a plot from hell.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I'm sure you still remember Sister Tessie Suji, the sister who got married in the church a couple of months ago.
Of course I do. Was she also involved?
Tessie Suji was traveling in a commercial bus to Benin City this morning. And the bus collided just outside the town with another bus. This bus was also coming from Benin. Pastor, strangely enough, 3 other members of our church were in the other bus.
My God. 3 other members of our church were involved? Tell me, Brother Gideon, was the accident fatal? I mean, who were involved?
The accident was not fatal, Pastor. Linda and 2 other members of the choir were involved. Almost all the occupants of the 2 buses came out unscathed. But 1 person died. And 1 other person was in shock and is in coma right now.
Come. You said 1 person died. Tell me, who was that 1 person?
Belongs to us. She belongs to you.
Woman, you don't belong here. You belong to us. You belong to our kingdom, the kingdom of darkness. So we have come to take you with us now.
I have told you, you cannot take her. She has been washed with the precious blood of Jesus, and her name was written in the book of life. You claim to have an accusation against her. Shall we hear your case?
Linda Obaru, we had 2 demons from hell controlling your life until you departed the world. Since you have yielded to this spirit, to your death, we have a right to your soul, and we must take you with us right now.
Are these accusations true?
Linda Oberu, while you were still on earth, you had a friend named Tessie. This Tessie was your very close friend.
Sorry for keeping you alone, Tessie. I have to supervise the cooking by myself because I don't like the way this house have cooks. Frank will soon be here and I don't want him poison with half-cooked meat.
You sure know how to make others suffer for not having what you have. Frank this, Frank that. I hope this Frank is as great as you claim. I hope he's a good Christian.
How about Tessie? You know I'm not an anyhow Christian. And I will never have anything to do with any man who is not a serious Christian. Frank is soundly born again, filled with the Holy Spirit and serving the Lord.
What a beautiful spiritual regime.
Tessie, for some reasons which I will explain to you later, I don't want any of the brethren to know about Frank yet. I've only introduced him to you alone. My parents have met him twice, but I think he's just a friend.
That's okay. You know I can keep secrets. But I must know quickly, why the secrets?
Don't worry, I'll tell you. Just imagine how good the Lord could be. We started our relationship towards the end of my period as an intern at the Federal Medical Center in Lagoon. And by the time I was through, he got a job here in the teaching hospital. So as I was coming back home, I simply returned with my man.
But you'll soon be going for youth service. Do you intend to take your man along with you?
Honestly, I would have loved to do that. But I don't want him to lose his job now. But not to worry, we will soon get married. And I'll return back to town to take care of my man.
Hey, Linda. Are you sure he will still be coming?
Definitely. He will be coming here from work tonight. Here he comes, Tessie. Get set for the ball.
You are backsliding, Linda. Imagine your naughty choice of words. I know how to deal with you later.
I'm not backsliding, Tessie. I know you would do worse if this wonderful brother were your fiancé. Yes, please come inside.
All right. Hello, my sweet angels.
Hello, Frank. How do you do? Meet my very best friend, Tessie Osuji. Tessie, meet Frank, Dr. Frank Smith.
Hello, Doctor.
Oh, how nice to meet you, Sister Tessie.
Excuse me, is there anything going on here? It seems you people have met before.
I was looking at that face. Tessie? Aha, Uniport?
Yes, Uniport. I know I can't miss this face. How are you, sir?
Look at me. Do you know I never thought of the fact that you two have the same alma mater? See the small world. You even knew each other so well.
I knew her then on campus. But we're not in the same department.
Of course. She's a lawyer. Was it the same campus fellowship?
I told you that I gave my heart to Jesus while doing my house job. No fellowship while on campus.
Oh yes, you told me. I forget so many things these days. Maybe because I'm too excited about having you around.
While we were doing the bad guys on campus, your friend here was an SU.
Thank God for His saving grace. Thank God you are now born again.
Praise God.
See, I'm being a bad host here again. Please sit down, everybody. And let me get some chilled juice for us to quench our thirst.
Okay. Tessie, is this you or my eyes are playing games on me?
Your eyes are not playing any game, Frank. But you've already started a game here, and I don't want Linda to sense anything funny.
Okay. But I need to talk to you for God's sake. Here is my card. I will collect your number from Linda. I will appreciate if you can call me. Or better still, a visit, please, Tessie.
Excuse me, Frank. I have to join Linda in the kitchen now.
My God, what is this that fate is doing to me? How come that of all the women in this wide world, it is Linda, my best friend, that Frank, my former boyfriend, back in my early days in the university, has chosen for a wife? What sort of coincidence is this? Oh God. Frank.
Please, Tessie, don't be so harsh on me. You know just how much I love you. You have occupied the center of my life for the last 2 years. And my life will never be one whole piece again if you leave me. Please reconsider your stand for God's sake, please.
I'm very sorry, Frank. I just have to do this. We now belong to two different worlds. You know I'm now born again, and as such I've become a child of God. You don't belong where I belong, and I cannot force you to belong. I've learned from the Bible that light and darkness have nothing in common. I'm left with no other choice, Frank. I just have to leave you.
Why, Tessie? Why do you refer to me as darkness? And when and how did I become darkness to you? Have you forgotten all the things we have done together? The nice times we have had? The ups and downs we have shared? The deep love that exists between us?
Please. Please, Frank. Don't say those words anymore. You have to leave now, please.
You mean you are sending me out of your room?
I'm sorry, Frank. I just have to do it. Please leave and don't ever come to this room again.
You know I'll be leaving for the medical school in 2 weeks' time. Do you mean you really don't wish to see me before I leave?
I don't ever want to see you again in this room. And I will not come to your room to see you.
Alright, I will leave. But please understand that I will always love you. If you change your mind for any reason, please remember that I will always be waiting.
I did not realize until now how much I still love Frank. How could I still have so much feelings for him after so many years? Thank God that Frank is now born again. But he now belongs to my friend. I have to do everything to avoid him because I cannot imagine what could happen if I allow him to get close to me. I still love Frank so much. But I really have to avoid him as much as possible.
Frank?
But why is she not picking my call? Let me try again. Just see. Why would she not pick my call for God's sake? Tessie. I have really missed her. But why doesn't she want to pick my call? It seems she has not missed me at all. Maybe she had even forgotten about me before we met again at Linda's place yesterday. But how could she have forgotten about me with all that happened between us? So much really happened within the space of 2 years. So much.
My young friends, I am glad to tell you that all the tests carried out on Tessie show that our reproductive system is still in perfect shape. I must tell you, lady, that you are very lucky to still be in shape despite what you went through during your last abortion. Now, I want you to confide in me. How many times have you done an abortion?
3 times, sir.
3 times? And were they all for fun?
Yes, sir.
Frank, you are a medical student for God's sake. And I expect you to know the likely repercussion of this dastardly act. Yes, you are my nephew. But that will not stop me from dealing with you when I deem it necessary. You know your head of department is my very good friend. I am highly tempted to come to your school and discuss your foolish ways with him. You don't deserve to be in that department.
I am very sorry, Uncle. I am really very sorry. I promise it won't happen again.
Well, I strongly advise that it doesn't happen again. And you, lady, you are putting your life at the great risk when you do all these things. I hope you will always remember how you almost lost your life last month. You might not be so lucky the next time. Also, vital organs could be damaged in your body.
It will never happen again, sir.
Mister, I challenge you to be a good ambassador of the profession you have chosen for your life. You have told me several times that you truly love this lady. She also claims to love you. If you truly love each other, then you should be willing to do only that which is right with each other. Abstain from sex until you are married. Remember, every abortion you do is a child sent to premature grave. That is murder. I only pray that God forgives you.
I know I have been very wrong, Uncle. I'm truly ashamed of myself. And I promise to turn a new leaf. Tessie, I am very sorry for everything, please. I must find a way to see Tessie. I really wish to talk to her again. I must see her.
I don't really understand you, Frank. What exactly do you see to be wrong with Linda? I thought you said you love her.
Greg, it is not just about love. I truly love Linda, but I'm not sure if it is God's will for me to marry her.
This is rather strange, Frank. You guys are already in a relationship, and you claim not to be sure if it is God's will. What's the meaning of that?
Greg, I must confess to you that I made lots of mistakes this past few months. You know Dr. Matthew is my spiritual mentor. He was the one that introduced Linda to me and later recommended her as a good Christian who should make a good wife. I am ashamed to tell you that I went into the relationship based on Dr. Matthew's words. I had no convictions on my own.
Oh my God. Do you realize the gravity of what you've just said, Frank?
Greg, you are the only friend in whom I can confide, which was why I asked you to come over. There was a lady in my life back in the university. She was my girlfriend, and I truly love her. Later, she gave her life to Jesus and left me. I also gave my heart to Jesus some years after, but I had lost contact with her. Later, when I began to pray about marital issue, this lady kept on coming back to my mind, and I felt God would want something happen between us. But I was just unable to contact her.
So why would you rather bother yourself so much about a lady you can't find?
That was exactly what Dr. Matthew said. He said I should forget about the lady I could not find and I should continue with my life. Then he introduced Linda to me. But do you know the trouble now? I met Tessie again last week.
Ah, this is trouble. So what do you intend to do now?
I don't know, Greg. I don't know. Before now, I had struggled within myself about the fact that marrying Linda might not be God's perfect will for my life. But now I had just met the woman I have always believed is God's perfect will for me in marriage. So what do I do?
Hey, Frank, this is real trouble. Trouble indeed.
To understand what you're saying. What do you mean you're losing your peace over our relationship? Have I done anything wrong?
No, Linda. You have not done anything wrong. It is just that I have a feeling that we did not stand everything right in the first place. Something just seems to be amiss.
Tell me, Frank. Who was it that we didn't do right? Who was it?
For certain, we didn't seek God's guidance and such other things. I only saw you as a good Christian who I believe should make a good wife. And I decided to give it a try. You see, I believe we need to give each other a break now so that we can pray and be sure what we are doing.
Frank, is this some kind of joke or something? What do you mean we should give each other a break?
Joke? I'm not joking at all. I mean everything I say. I believe we need to pray sincerely and separately.
Please don't do this to me, Frank. This relationship has gone beyond that. I can't afford to break up with you for 1 minute. Because you're God's gift to my life.
Listen, Linda. I don't mean to hurt you. I believe we need to pray and be very sure about what we are doing. Only then can we have long-lasting assurance and joy in our relationship.
Of course you mean to hurt me. you insist on a breakup, then you're determined not only to hurt me, but to thoroughly punish me. I've never heard of lovers who broke up in this manner and later came together and got married to each other. I know a man can only come up with this sort of suggestion after his mind is already made up against the relationship. I know you mean to hurt me.
Please don't talk like this, Linda. You know I will never deliberately hurt you. I am truly confused and in need of God's direction. I promise to seek God sincerely. And I also want you to seek Him sincerely. We will later come together to compare our convictions.
Stop saying all this nonsense, Frank. Why don't you just tell me what is on your mind? Tell me you're tired of the relationship. Who told I didn't seek God before giving in to you in the first place?
I can see you are getting all worked up. Please don't be offended. I don't mean to offend you. It's only that I can't help the situation.
Why are you playing on my intelligence, Frank? You're hurting me, and you said you don't mean to offend me. I should have expected this. I should really have expected this. 3 Christian brothers have done it to my friend Tessie. So why should I believe my own case to be different? But I thought you were different, Frank. I thought you were so mature and God-fearing. But now I can see that all men are the same, Christian or no Christian. Thank you, Frank. I have to go now.
Please, Linda. Please.
I'm really very sorry about this development, Linda. I understand how you feel. Because I felt that same way 3 different times. But I believe we can still sort this one out. I'm already thinking on what to do.
Don't bother to do anything, Tessie. Because it wouldn't just work. Frank's mind is totally made up against that relationship. I told you last week that he said we should seek God individually. But he came to my house this morning and told me that seeking God's face has made him know that the relationship is not God's perfect will for us. Just imagine that.
But Linda, what was your conviction about this whole relationship in the first place?
I prayed about it. And I know I have deep love for Frank. What other conviction could be stronger than love?
But did you discuss this issue with the pastor before you two started off?
No, I didn't. You know, we were both out of town when the whole thing started. I didn't have enough time to see the pastor.
That's a big mistake, Linda. You know the system in our church is that all single ladies must report every proposal to the pastor for guidance and counsel. If 3 brothers are introduced properly to the pastor could do what they did to me, how much more a brother that was never questioned by anybody? It's unimaginable to think that none of the brethren in the church know anything about you people's relationship up to now.
I know I made a big mistake by keeping everything to myself. I've learned my lesson the very hard way. Life just has to continue. The NYSC camp opens next week and I'll be gone by Monday morning.
But the camping only lasts for 3 weeks, I suppose. Won't you come home so that we can sort everything out?
No, Tessie. I want to stay away from this environment for as long as possible. If possible, I won't set my eyes on Frank again.
No, Linda. I don't want you to give up so easily. I will personally see Frank and find out what is happening.
Well, I'm not going to try to stop you from seeing him, so that it won't look like I'm being unnecessarily stubborn.
Frank, I want you to still think about this decision of yours. You know how badly you were hurt when I had to break up with you when I gave my heart to Jesus. Linda is feeling that same way now, and you are the only one that can help her.
Honestly, Tessie, I would do anything to save the situation if I could. But I just can't help myself now. Actually, my mind has been disturbed about the relationship from inception. But the situation has become so unbearable now. I know that Linda is in sorrow right now. But the sorrow that she has will only last for some time. Please, don't make me do what will bring me sorrow for the rest of my life.
I don't know what to say anymore.
Please, let's lay the issue to rest. I really regret I ever ventured into the relationship in the first place.
Frank, thinking of the day I met you at Linda's place, why don't you want Linda to know about our past relationship?
I don't know, Tessie. I just didn't think it was right for her to know.
Well, I agree with you. Because if Linda should be aware about our past relationship, she will want to know how far we've gone. And I don't think she needs that information now.
But tell me, Tessie, are you in any relationship now?
What difference does that make to you?
I am your friend. Once a friend and always a friend. I am concerned about you. When Linda first told me about you, she said you had a relationship during your youth service. But she later told me that you were having some problems with the relationship. So?
Well, I lost Martins. He left me.
He left you? Why? I mean, what brother will leave someone like you without apologies? I must say that you are the best woman I've ever seen in my life since I've known you. Even when you were an unbeliever, I have never known any sister that could be compared with you in grace and in virtue. Not even since I've been born again. I remember with sadness the day I came to your hostel and you told me that you could no longer continue with me because you were born again. That was the darkest day of my entire life. My life never returned to normal.
Don't say such things, Frank. You will only break my heart. I want you to know that Martins was not the first to leave me in that manner. He was the third in the row.
The third? But that was strange. What was responsible for the breakups?
After learning about the 3 abortions we had back on campus, they find one reason or the other why the relationship wouldn't work, and they left me.
Oh my God. But why, Tessie? But why did you have to tell them about the abortions? At least the test that we did afterwards revealed that your reproductive system was in perfect shape. So why did you have to tell them?
Frank, each of them asked me straight questions. Like, was I ever in any relationship? Did I ever have a boyfriend? Was I a virgin? Did I ever get pregnant? And what did I do with the pregnancy? I'm a child of God, Frank. I cannot lie to keep any man. Moreover, my pastor's wife says it is better to tell the man you want to marry the truth instead of building your home on a deceit that could later boomerang.
Tessie, I've caused you so much mysteries in these past years. I am very sorry.
No, Frank. We did all the foolish things together.
But you are bearing the brunt all alone.
Frank, please let's talk about something else.
Feelings that I have since the last time I met you at Linda's place now reveals to me that I have never known true love before except with you. I started a relationship with Linda out of the pressure from friends to get a good sister for a future wife. I didn't undo things properly. I knew I should have taken time to pray for God's guidance, but I just felt that sense of urgency at that time. I've since then struggled with the feeling that the relationship between I and Linda was not right in the first place. I don't know what was wrong with me. Maybe God allowed me to meet with Linda so you and I could come together through her. I don't want to hurt Linda. I don't want to hurt her at all. But I know I've made a mistake. I have been praying seriously since we met again 3 weeks ago. And I have a feeling that you are the woman that God really means for me in marriage.
What? What did you just say? Are you out of your mind? I'm off, please, I'm off.
Tessie! Tessie, wait! Tessie!
My God, what exactly is happening to me? As an unbeliever, Frank was once my boyfriend. When I met him again as a believer, he was my best friend's fiancé. But he now claims that starting out with Linda in the first place was a mistake and that I am the woman meant for him. I also have this very deep love for Frank, and I have always loved him deeply. I have had 3 relationships after the one I had with him, but I never loved anyone else like him. I loved Frank so much. It's really odd to leave Frank back then on campus, but I knew I had to do it if I would be a serious Christian. What Frank and I did during my old relationship with him was the reason my 3 former fiancés left me. Now, Frank is born again and he wants me back. But that is not possible. He's leaving Linda for me. What will Linda feel if she gets to know about this? Linda is my best friend and I cannot afford to hurt her. Oh my God. My God. What am I going to do? Hello, baby girl. Hello, Linda, darling. How are you?
I'm fine. As fine as I could be.
I hope you've secured a place of primary assignment now.
Oh yes, baby. I just settled that now. I plan to call you when I get home.
That's good. So where are you going to work?
I'm working in the University Medical Center.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
I hope you are going to come home now that you have settled down.
Come of age, Tessie. I already told you I won't be coming home.
Linda, you know you have to come so that we can settle this issue between you and Frank.
Don't annoy me, Tessie. I've told you to leave Frank alone. He said he's no longer interested in the relationship. So let him go. Do I have to beg him to marry me?
Wait, Linda. I'm not asking you to beg him. But...
It's okay, Tessie. I don't want to talk about this anymore. We'll talk later.
Hello? Hello?
It's been more than 2 months since I first made the proposal to you, Tessie. Why are you trying to prove so difficult? Don't you know that hope deferred makes the heart sick?
Why, Frank? You know this is not so easy a decision for me to make. First, I have to seek God's direction to be sure He has a hand in this. Second, you are my best friend's fiancé. Even if it's the will of God, do you think I will just start a relationship with you? What will I tell Linda?
Praying in the night is absolutely prohibited in this house. The night is the time to sleep for God's sake. And not the time to wake up, make a noise and disturb the entire community.
What is it? What is it walking away? At most you would have impregnated a girl outside. There's not anything under heaven.
How else do you want me to prove it?
Let's make a covenant.
Covenant? You are sick, Funke. You are really sick.
Nobody, I repeat, nobody is going to take my son Olusegun for sacrifice. Never! Over my dead body.
No, thanks. You see, I do not take part in religious discussions. I'm a thinker, if you know what I mean. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in Satan. I don't believe in heaven. I don't believe in hell. I only believe in pretty girls like this.
Shegu, what's wrong?
I think something is wrong here, right? What did you discuss with Funke after classes today?
Oh. I'm sorry.
Oh, God. Rotimi, please come back. Nothing is happening here.
Don't bother. I understand. I'll see you later, okay?
Let every member present 7 black goats at the shrine tomorrow.
So be it!
So be it!